Hello, love. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I'm a part-time reseller on websites such as Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, just a little bit on Kinnison. It's been pretty slow for me lately over there. Today, I'm actually going to be going through my very first Kosei Threads box. I actually ordered a box during their pre-order or pre-launch a little bit ago, probably about a month ago. As you saw in my thumbnail, probably, I got some vintage fur coats that I was pretty excited to receive. I felt very luxurious trying them on. I'm actually going to try them on along with hauling them for you in here, just because it's so exciting for me. It's pretty cool. I don't typically have fur coats. They are real fur for sure. I can tell you that because I am allergic and I have been sneezing like crazy, but they're still fun to try on. I did actually end up storing them in my garage inside of bags, inside of tubs so they don't get damaged, but then they're not in my house causing allergies to me. So that's how I solved that problem. They were $28 a piece, including shipping fees and everything. I always include all of that into my cost of goods. Because of that, I don't remember exactly the breakdown per piece that they said. I just included the $28 even. I did actually end up selling one piece already, so I will actually go ahead and put a picture of the listing right here so that you can see it. It was a rabbit fur black coat. It was pretty damaged. You can see kind of in the pictures that there are places that the fur was just completely gone. I did, of course, note that in the listing. The buyer asked me a couple of questions back and forth if that was the only thing that was damaged. I was very honest in saying that I was not an expert in fur coats, but I believed that was the only thing, that there was missing fur. They seemed like they knew what they were doing with it, that they could restore it, or that they would take it somewhere to get restored, because it was definitely worth more than I sold it for. But I knew that I didn't have the knowledge to fix it or the patience to take it and to get fixed. So I just went ahead and let it go. So that was the first piece. There were 5 pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and share the other 4 with you. This first one is very full length, as you can see. Go ahead and throw it on for you. It is pretty heavy. It keeps warm for sure. This one doesn't say what brand it is. Some of them have the branding on the little buttons right there. It does not. It does have some inside pockets to it. I believe, yep, it has a name to it. Now, from my research, I kind of figured that it might be Dasco, which I learned is a popular vintage fur brand, but I can't identify for sure, so I can't necessarily put that in the listing. But if you are interested in seeing what I ended up listing these for, I will put all the links to my listings in eBay in the description, so you can just go ahead and check those out for sure. Either if you want to get it or you're just curious of, what I ended up listing them for. For me, any profit is good profit. So again, it was $28 initially, or the cost of goods. Of course, I want to sell these for higher, but I wasn't thinking that it's no longer winter and I'm going to have to store these for an entire year. So if I can get them out of my garage because they're pretty bulky and I can reinvest that money, I'll take the profit for it. So I started the auctions on eBay pretty low, knowing that they may go a little bit higher, but they also might sell for that first initial bid as well. I'll take it. This next one here, I would say is pretty lightweight. It does not go floor length. It is like a suede true leather coat. It does have pockets. It does have the hood attached to it as well. It has the pull strings to pull the hood. It is definitely fur on the inside. These don't say exactly what kind of fur they are, but they're definitely fur. This is Mimomata is the brand. And that seemed like it was a pretty common brand through the research that I did. Again, you can check out my listings from my description, this one is kind of broken up a little bit. The lining is kind of coming attached or detached to it. Of course, this was Kosei Threads. They said for sure things were going to be damaged. Of course, with liquidation, things are always going to be damaged. I don't think that this is an unwearable condition at all, but of course I note those types of things in the listing so the buyer is well aware. Here's the back. Again, that's more like a knee length kind of jacket or coat. This is another full length coat, very similar to the first full length coat that I tried on. This one does have pockets. I don't think the other one did necessarily. This one, I believe, had an identifier of the brand on it somewhere. This one was the Desco one, and I knew that because of the buttons that it has. They're very, very hidden. It might be hard to see, but there are buttons that says the word Desco on those. They do have inside pockets on them. This is a whole new adventure for me. It does say Evelyn on the inside. It's very embroidered in the exact same color of the lining, but it does say Evelyn there. I'm assuming that's the first owner of it because it's personalized, or it could be just the style of the coat. I haven't been able to research and understand that quite yet. But this one just does have a very pretty print to it, and it is full length for sure. This last one feels so soft, so luxurious. It is interesting. It has like the sleeves are elastic sleeves so that it definitely keeps you warm. Now, no air or anything can get into that pocket. It does have beautiful button detail. It's like a rose kind of detail on it. There's 3 buttons to it. For sure, this one does have pockets. I would say it goes about knee length. This one definitely feels the best condition. It almost feels like it's brand new condition overall. One thing that I do want to point out is that they are all checked by somebody who is very knowledgeable about vintage fur, vintage in general. And on the tag, they actually put their Instagram there. If you can read it, I'll of course put it in the description so that you can fully read it and visit and learn a little bit more. But it also gives a size and a price. So that helped me with the pricing. It says size large, and $398 is what they estimated that it was valued at. So I was able to take that information and add it into my listing as well. This one, by the way, was IJ Fox Boston. I did see quite a few listings on eBay, and I kind of matched my listing from the listings that I already saw. I just did sell similar and fixed all of the information that was in this exact coat. So I would say the $20 a piece investment overall for Kosei Threads, for me, it's worth it for the vintage coats. I know that some people have had some positives, some negatives with this new company that I think they're just trying to figure things out. They're in growing pains a little bit right now. I would definitely say for this lot for sure, I would get back into it for that cost of goods. So I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's not worth it? Do you have positive vibes with it, negative vibes? I would love to start this conversation and see what you're thinking, see if it matches my thinking as well. For now, I'm going to end this video now, but I hope that if this information was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. That way I know that you want to learn and grow together.